Hello everybody, good day to you and welcome back. If this is your first time here, just welcome. This is a 2013 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited with 88,890 miles on the clock. Customer states that the right rear door will not open. So let us parking the auto and investigate such things. Powering down. Let's see what we've got here. Funky. Watch this. I believe that the hinges do not hinge. Let us lubricate them. This is very thin lubricant. I'm hoping this will penetrate deeply to uncorrode this. I was also hoping to find that this right here was a plastic cap so I could spray it down inside of the hinge. That is not so much the case. This will not harm the paint. Oh, I don't know, that's pretty stuck. I fear I might break the hinges. I'm trying to break this stuff free, and it may need heat. Or they need to be unbolted and replaced with new hinges. I think that's what I'm going to suggest. Yeah, that's not gonna work very well. I think the bottom one came free. Yeah. But this one, not so much. Okay. Let us recommend new hinges. Okay, since lube's not gonna work, I'm just gonna rinse off my drippings here. There. Give it a good old little wipey down. That way we don't have oil runs. Okay, so the cool part I found here is that this is actually like its resting position, meaning that it was closed. This thing rusted up. The rust swelled the hinge area and has somehow produced a torquing force that makes this want to rest naturally in that position. Because physics. Okay, this is fun. So I just took the left rear wheel off to check the brakes out, and they almost weren't even tight. Watch this. I bet a drill would take those off. Actually, let's see if it will. 4-inch driver, adapter, half-inch socket. That's great. Safety. You know, there's a saying in automotive repair land that it comes in waves, and that rings true today. See, I've got to do calipers on this Jeep right here, and I'm also doing a caliper down there on a Toyota, and there's another one outside. I think it's that Chevy over there that has a stuck caliper on the front. I don't know what's up with that phenomenon, but it truly does exist. Things come in waves. I actually did a wave of knock sensors the other day. One was a Toyota, one was a GM, and I think the other one was on a Nissan something. But yeah, it comes in waves. Strangest phenomenon. And that's why we believe that the car gods are real. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Unrusted. Oh, that was easy. Okay. Came off easier than I thought. This scares me. Again, because the car gods are real. Reverse clickage. Give it back. There. We get the bottom one first. That way, when the top one comes off, the caliper doesn't swing out and stretch the hose. Uh-oh, dropped my towel. time. Parking brake shoes have a nasty grip on the inside of this rotor. They're not engaged, but there's probably a rust lip. Come off. Pry bar. See, I need to do this without pulling on those shoes too much, because it'll actually pull the pins that hold it to the backing plate through the backing plate, and I don't want to do that. Can't pry on it much because it'll bend the backing plate, then it'll make noise. Very sticky situation. Okay, I've been going at this thing for like 10 minutes now. This is really not working out very well. I'm actually starting to crack the rotor in half right here at the front face. So I'm just gonna keep pounding away at it with the dead blow, and I'm just gonna break, ball peen, not dead blow. I'm just gonna go ahead and break this rotor to get it to come off. I figure that's the least damaging option, because if I pull any harder on it, I'm gonna pull the pins to the backing plate, ruin the backing plate, and that would be bad. So I'll be back in a sec. Loud noises. Nice. That was a good crack. Almost broken. A lot of work for a brake job. Okay, I need to rotate this. So, put it back. All that work for nothing. Woo! Yeah, it's nearly broken in half. I'm just gonna finish it off. Nice. Okay, got the front part off. Loud noises. And I couldn't get to the adjuster wheel from the back to back it off. There's no straight line of sight, and none of my brake spoons were fitting, so no necessary. Sorry for the loud noises. I don't think they're gonna stop. I'm doing an Italian tune-up. Anyway, now I can kind of pull pressure on the rotor and then tap the shoes away from it, and that should allow me to remove this component. Yeah. Wrench pry bar. And pry bar hammer. Did I drive it in? Yeah.
How bad was it?
It didn't run. Okay, there's a pry bar wedged back here, pulling the rotor out, and I'm gonna tap on the shoe again. This thing's gonna come out. It's going to come apart. And I also tried to run the adjuster wheel back and it's still stuck. Pry bar, gravity. Aha, it's coming. Wow. It's a lot of work for one freaking rotor. But that's not what matters. What matters is that there is no damage here. And this is good. Okay, you're not gonna believe this. I'm actually gonna use brake clean to clean brakes. First time for everything. Pretty nasty in there too. Nice and shiny. Now let's take a look and see why they were stuck. Yeah, see all that pitted rust buildup, whatever, right here? That was getting hot on the shoe, and it wouldn't allow the rotor to slide off of the brake shoes. Nasty. Now I just got to weld that back together. We'll put it on the lathe and true it up. Good as new. You know, seriously, I think I might actually do that just for fun. Weld that rotor back together. This is removing the rust preventive lubricant. Look at that, slips right on. Okay, new caliper is loaded. The shims are installed, pads are installed. It's ready to go on, like so. Please thread. My frustration level is growing. And patience is moderately diminished. Not all the way, but it's getting there. Manual click. And click squared. Okay, let's transfer the hose. Stay. Spillage. Okay, these crush washers are nice and stuck. There's one. Unstuck. New bolt, new washer. Oh, gravity. Okay, I'm gonna open this bleeder, let this gravity bleed, and move over to the other side. And let it ride. Okay, we've got fluid flow. Let's close that off for now. Okay, ordinarily I would just do this other side in high speed, super fast, light speed motion, but seeing as how that side was rather interesting, I'm just gonna do this one in regular speed, see what happens. There we go, give it back. Yeah, we're repeating the same procedure on this side. Caliper off, rotor on, caliper on. Sounds good in on paper. In practice, it may end up like the driver's side. Well, we'll see. Come on, I don't have all day. They're waiting and I'm stressed out because this is taking longer than it should. It's making the sales guys stress out, and they keep walking back here looking at me like I'm not doing my job. It's getting on my nerves and making me stressed out, which is making them stressed out, which is gonna make the customer stressed out. Why is this one coming off? Okay, I'll accept that. So everybody's stressed out for absolutely no reason at all. Time for de-rusting. Ooh, I know. Grinder cam.
Cut that, or you just break it?
No, I'm grinding off the rust and stuff with the grinder cam. Yeah, it was silly. Yeah, this is the first all new grinder cam. Pete, grinder cam. Time for cleaning brakes with Brake Clean. Can't find the hole. At least this one came off without having to break it in half. Okay, again, I have preloaded this other caliper. Shims are installed, pads are installed. This one's ready to go back on as well. And it's happening much more better than the other side. It was all in the rotor. I was dreading the thought of having to break a second rotor. One click. So far, that's a non-click. There it is. Now we're toying. Secondary click. Okay, same deal with this, the hose for the caliper. Got a new bolt, new crush washers. There. And wrong socket. Fail. Okay, let's try this again with the right socket. Ramming speed. Okay. Both of the crush washers are removed. New bolt, new washers. Well, that's not aligned properly. There. Alignment, click. Wrong socket. I guess this one is 11 millimeters and the other was 12. And banjo click. Okay, same protocol with this one. I'll crack the bleeder, let it gravity bleed. Once we get fluid here, I'll close it up and then I'll get a helpy helper to help me pressure bleed the system. Okay, that's enough gravity bleeding. Let's actually bleed this thing now. Time to let her down. Jeep going down. Peter, I need your assistance. Popping the hood 2 times. Okay, let's top this master cylinder off before we do our bleed. That way we don't run it dry. Glug, glug, stop. Okay, I can't get a helpy helper to come and help me, so I'm just gonna do this solo. So I'm gonna pump up the pedal. That is going to extend the pistons in the calipers. And then I'm just gonna hook a vacuum bleeder to it and open up the lines. That's good. Ding, 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 shut up. Refill this once more. I know, brake fluid exchange declined. Come on, mighty vac. We have things to do. This is a fairly simplistic device. We run air into the nozzle, air passes through, creates a Venturi effect, lowers the pressure inside of the cylinder. Lowered pressure is converted into lower pressure in the hose goes on the caliper, sucks fluid out of the caliper. Science. All right, this little guy goes right on here. Open her up again and let the fluid ride. Okay, sufficient time has passed. Let's go ahead and close this bleeder off and move to the other side. And then maybe I can get Pete to come and help me pressure bleed it, just to make sure there's no air molecules in the system. Can't get a good angle from a dangle. There we go. Fluid. 5 more minutes. Okay, 1 more refill. Good. We're gonna do this without making a mess. Okay, go ahead and pump it up. Hold it. Very good. Pump it up. Hold it. That's good. Okay. Other side. Pump it up again. Keep holding. I'd like to open the door to hear him better, but it doesn't open. There's our flow. Okay, pump it up. Holding herd. Yep. One more time, pump it up. All right. Sweet. Okay, thank you. You're good. Powering down. And that's how I do that. Okay, this comes over here, out of the way. Okay, so I'm a little curious. Since the 1/4-inch driver took these off, I want to see how tight it will make them going back on. I'll check them with a torque wrench. See what happens. Clear. And I'll get that one once more. Okay, we're gonna start these off with 50 pounds on the torque wrench. See how tight they are. Okay, that's 50 at least. Okay, 2 of them were 50. That one was not. Okay, let's move it up to 60 pounds. That's a 60, yes, that one's not. One was at 60 plus, the others were not. So we'll go straight up to 100, which is spec. Close. Wow. That thing torqued these down. To almost 80 pounds. That's pretty good. I'm actually impressed. It wasn't so much the tool, it was the mass of the socket. All that mass is what hammered that torque home. Okay, driver's side. We're at 100 pounds still on the wrench. Not too bad. I'm impressed. Okay, let's get out of here. Go for a real quick like spin around the block. That's their wheel out key. Starting the engine. Winders up. AC on. Full blast. There we go. Well, maybe half blast, because if it's full blast, then you guys can't hear, and that would be bad. Reverse, seatbelt, check, safe, good to go. Let's roll, test drive time. We are going out listening for noises, making sure everything's functioning properly, making sure the brake pedal is good and does not sink. If it does sink, that indicates I made an error during the bleeding process and there is air in the system, or it's losing hydraulic fluid. Both of those scenarios would be bad. So, seeing as how this job is complete and I am at 3% GoPro battery life left, I'm going to go ahead and conclude this video right about now. I would like to thank you guys for watching this video. I'm assuming that since you are here all the way to the end, that you did like this video. If in fact my assumptions are correct, please communicate that to me effectively by tapping the thumbs up button down below. That button is what lets me and YouTube know that I'm doing a good job. And if YouTube thinks I'm doing a good job, it's far more likely to recommend my content to other potential viewers. And that's good for me, and that's good for the viewers. So, again, and as always, I'd like to thank everybody here for watching. And before I go, I want to remind you to not forget to have yourselves a great day. See you guys later. End of transmission.